Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series. That is totally not the incorrect logo. I did not fuck up at all. Welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series. My name is Bahamut. We are here into our Nexus Division matchup of gillyShark at Bingo Night versus Boogans Forever. If you're wondering how we got to Infernal Shrines, I got you covered. gillyShark at Bingo Night won coin flipped, opting for first pick priority. Boogans Forever, of course, then get the opportunity to choose the map. So we'll see Sky Temple, Cursed Hollow, banned out by Boogans Forever. Dragonshire and Alterac Pass banned out by gillyShark. And Infernal Shrines will be our first map here for the side chosen by Boogans Forever. Let me move my notebook out of the way, as we won't need that for a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out the bans that are going to be coming through from both these sides. We will see the Blaze ban on the left-hand side. We are going to see Greymane to be taken away by Boogans Forever. Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think Boogans is probably going to play from a draft perspective of what to counter for Infernal Shrines, where, of course, gillyShark at Bingo Night, they're not only trying to win, they're trying to get bingo. If you'd like to follow along with the bingo, you can use exclamation bingo and exclamation code. Those will give you the two resources you need to follow along with the bingo card. As we have Blaze Hogger to be banned away, Greymane and Junkrat to be banned away. What is the first pick from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night? They're going with a quick Rhaegar to start. Looks like I'm just in time. You are just in time, my dude. You are just in time, Jimmy. Welcome back. A Nubarak Tychus to kick things off for the side of Boogans Forever. I don't disagree with this. It doesn't really show a ton of what you can do or what you want to do with your draft. Hey, Bimpy. And Commandeer Odin is a really good zoning tool. You could see Draken Laser Drill. We did see a Nexus Division game that did have Draken Laser Drill yesterday. Hanzo Muradin. Still, I'd say both these teams with a really good draft to kick things off. We could see a solo lane chokeout right now. We could see a priority on things like Leoric, who are great for clearing, who are really, really good at clearing out the shrine. And we've already got a Blaze Hogger ban. We also could see things like Sonya to be banned away. Urel can be something difficult. Maybe even a Sergeant Hammer. Right now, with both of the compositions, a Sergeant Hammer could be picked up, and it would be great for this map. Let's see what we get here. Leoric banned away, so they're going to get rid of that solo lane. Could you tell me where you got this, by the way? Didn't you send it to me, Bimpy? Bimpy, I think you literally sent it to me. I'm pretty sure, like, you sent it, and I think I copied it and then made it a command immediately. I think that's where I got it. I don't mind you spamming it, honestly. I really don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. Anduin to be banned away, so gonna get rid of the Leap of Faith potential. That's a Malthael. Okay, Last Rites potential onto the Squishy, like Hanzo. Healing reduction. Keep in mind, healing reduction with Consume Soul from Mephisto. Excuse me, Malthael. I think, what is it? Malthael Consume Soul is a 75% reduction in healing, so that could be a great way to mitigate the incoming Ancestor Healing from Rhaegar. Not bad right there. And we get a Brightwing, great phase shift. Polymorph is good as well. Plays well into the CC potential of a Nubarak. Did I? I think it was you, Bimpy. I'm, like, pretty sure it was you. Ragnaros Zeratul. Okay. Alrighty. So Zeratul, there's a couple bingo slots with Zeratul. The Ragnaros I'm liking here. I do like the Ragnaros. I think he could be very, very strong for the team. What do they round this out with? They need damage. They need a little bit of wave clear on the side of Boogans. I wouldn't mind some sort of mage for wave clear. Jaina Burst. Okay, Hyper Carry Tychus in a sense. Malthael does deal decent damage. On the fence about Boogans draft. There's a couple wishy-washy things about the gillyShark at Bingo Night draft as well. A lot of, when I say wishy-washy, there's a lot of squishies. There's a lot of really good targets for Malthael. to just get last rights. I mean, the burst ability with Tychus and Nubarak is huge. This is I feel like this could be anyone's game. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and start a prediction. Which team will win map number 1? And I'm gonna load us in right now. I'm gonna leave us on this next screen so you can all see who's on what side. Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. By the time you're hearing this, you got a solid minute and 20 seconds to get your gambles in. I'd like to see some strong gambles tonight. Go ahead, let the believers or doubters really just, you know, get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, good evening, Cat Peach. I'm excited to hang out with you again. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Chesslooter on the Hanzo, Ikib on the Zeratul, Lazy Hydra on the Muradin, Stark to play the Ragnaros, and Iron on that Rhaegar. Feeling hot. Feeling hot. Hot, hot, hot. Boogans forever. Tom on the Malthael, non-champion on the Tyrael. Oh, God. Kala on the Anubarak. Camp will be on the Tychus, and we've got Thunder on the Brightwing. Let's get into mid lane. Let's get rid of our player little icon so we can show some vision between the two teams. There we go. Soon TM. Soon TM. It's like a month away at this point. A month and some change. I was just talking to my parents. They're like, we're coming in like 3 weeks, and I'm like, 3 weeks and 2 days. I'm counting them. Anyways, good to see you all in chat. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you are gonna enjoy the games this evening. Really do appreciate the support, and I appreciate you all being here supporting NGS and the Heroes of the Storm community, as well as the grassroots competitive scene. As well, we only got so many of these left, apparently. Anyways, Tom to go up against Stark in the top lane. Stark will be going into the Empower Sulfurous build. I'm partial to the Q build myself. I love taking the giant hammer and smashing the enemy's face with it, because right now Sulfurous Hunger does empower that Empower Sulfurous quite a bit. After you finish the 25 minions, you increase the damage by 100. It's a really good talent for clearing waves, really good talent for late game scaling as well. You can get talents where it allows you to deal extra damage and heal extra off of enemy heroes. Stark gonna get a few more stacks right there. Look at Camp just below on that Tychus, decides he can't do anything and will rotate back into mid. We do have the mid lane Impaler Camp grabbed by the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, my apologies. Thundercat to get this right side. I want to jump onto the Lazy Hydra vision, seeing what they're seeing. And Nubarak might have kind of shown a little bit that he was rotating, at least he was rotating in this corridor, and Lazy Hydra anchoring for the team. But this will be, actually, Lazy Hydra sees the Nubarak. He knows he's not in the bush, still goes for the Stormbolt through it, and short on anyone there. Still have the Impaler Camp in mid lane, getting a little bit of mid-fort gate damage. First Punisher is going to be Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. Did I drink any nice beers today? No. I'm trying my best not to drink Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I say that, and I made a gin and soda for this cast, but that's because I've earned it. I've been casting for 6 hours already. I deserve to do a cocktail cast. That's my judge. That's my justification. There we go. But we'll have beers tomorrow. Beers tomorrow during Elden Ring. Beers on Saturday when we make Taco Bell cheesy gordita crunches. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh, I cannot wait. Got the Catching Fire for the Ragnaros as well. Going to be able to activate that and give himself a little extra armor. It's going to be 25 armor. That means spell and physical by 25. So you get a quarter of a reduction on the damage coming in. How long does that last again? 3 seconds with a cooldown of... How long is the cooldown on that activatable? You also get the health regeneration as well. Oh, for 3 seconds. It was literally in front of me. I don't know why I missed it. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. That's the activated time. How long is the cooldown? Does anyone know? Does it not say? Not sick anymore, but I can drink beer, so you're gonna wait an extra day. Yeah, that's probably a smart call, Bimpy. That's probably a smart call. I just need to type it here and copy it. Yeah, be my guest, honestly. It doesn't bother me. It's chat interaction for me as I missed the kill into top lane onto Brightwing. I am reading Twitch chat, and Ragnaros pops the Molten Core. I wouldn't say being critical, but in my opinion, it's a little early. Typically, you want to wait till halfway. Let's see how much duration Stark has. He's got still a little bit. This is going to catch up the allies, so I do feel like as a defensive tool, this was perfectly timed. And I'm going to correct myself because they got that kill into Malthael. Stark with just the 200 IQ mode. No, just... I can't say that I'm critical and then immediately be like, well, actually, it was brilliant. But it was actually really brilliant to catch up in the skeletal defenders, the rotation out of the top lane after killing the Brightwing. Really, really good layered rotations from the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night in map number 1 in this 5th best of 3 of the day. Holy crap, 5th best of 3 of the day. Tyrael gets jumped on by the Punisher. He's going into that auto attack smite build right now. Damage onto the fort as we do have that frozen Punisher locking down said fort for 3.5 seconds. We do have the Anub'arak going in. Kala trying to find some CC. Ragnaros finishes his level 1. We did also see the Zeratul do the exact same thing with his level 1 just a moment ago. And Ragnaros is only 8 stacks away on the level 4 to finish that out. I guess when Stark finishes out the talent, we can check and see. Oh, there we go. We can look at it. 30-second cooldown. Okay, 30-second cooldown. It's weird that doesn't say in the tooltip. Or do I not just see it? No, it doesn't even say in the tooltip. That's super weird. Oh, Kaimo, I'm very sorry. I missed you in chat. I hope you're doing well, bud. My apologies. Sorry, I skimmed over your name. 10 talent tier will be coming through for both sides in just a second, so while that's happening, let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like. Anub'arak tries to get in, steal away the camp, but he's just going to be a little too late, as Hanzo taking the lead, 5.1 damage, Tychus 5k. Well, I guess these are all in 5,000, so 5,100 for Hanzo, 5,000 for the Tychus. So pretty close between the two sides. Siege-wise, Ragnaros is just pulling ahead. 53,000 siege compared to, I think it was like Malthael had like 29,000, 27,000. Dear Lord, Stark is all over the map right now, utilizing that macro quite well. Arrow from across the map. Ragnaros with a Sulfur Smash. It's a 1-2 punch, and that is going to be Tyrael to go down. Might of the Nerzi might have been used. Might have been a third hit in there, third fist to sneak in. Doesn't matter. Still, really well played, really well layered CC from gillyShark at Bingo Night. Now, Boogans Forever. They've got even talent tiers. It's a Judgment Tyrael. We didn't talk about that. He's going to be up in 2 seconds. Ancestor Healing did get used by the Rhaegar as well. That's going to be on a 90-second cooldown right now. Next objective shouldn't be far off from the announcement, honestly, as the bottom lane camp is pushing up near the old fort. Stark getting a wave pushed in through top, and he'll back off, respectively, as he can't see the enemy team. We do have a bit of a bush party. Lazy Hydra's the target, though. Iron's still in wolf form. This looks like a gillyShark fight that they want to take. Camp is getting low. Cocoon on to Hanzo. The damage is through. Rhaegar gets the bite on the butt, and the Terran goes down. Zeratul dives in onto Thundercats, putting pressure onto the Dragon Fairy. Brightwing's able to stay safe for now, tapping well. Bottom lane camp still pushing in. Zeratul is going to go clear wave. I lost the coin flip, so Iron gets to take my job. Hey, Kaimo. Chess Looter lost the coin flip earlier today. Just saying. How do you think gillyShark at Bingo Night got first pick? Such violence. There's such violence in this game, huh? Another little bush setup here. Actually, it's going to be scouted up by Hanzo, as well as Stark on the Ragnaros with the meatball. Stormbolt from Lazy Hydra into Tyrael as the wave should be cleared in top. Brightwing working on bottom as we have Zeratul pushing up mid. This will be 13 talent here for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night as they're pulling ahead of the enemy team in a talent as they want to look for a fight here. Phase shift from Brightwing pulls her out of bottom. Zeratul pushed up the mid lane and he's already rotating up as well. Passing the Malthael, who's going to go deal with that. Gets one auto onto non-champion. Polymorph, was it too greedy? Iki, can he get away? Tyrael closes the distance with the judgment. That's a kill onto Zeratul. And with Malthael in the mid lane, yeah, that's a turnaround moment. Zeratul getting a little too deep onto the enemy team. Poking onto a Tyrael. I told Chess to lose coin flip. He follows my commands. Chess won coin flip, though. He doesn't follow your commands. That's the point. He won coin and opted for first pick priority. Come on now. Still no 13 talent here for the side of Boogans Forever, but they're pooling ahead in these skeletal defenders. The fight breaks out. Iron's going to be polymorph. That's a lot of damage, and the Ancestor healing is on a 10-second cooldown. Arrow from Hanzo connecting. Tom getting very low. Can the Malthael be taken down? Tychus is still splashing damage onto the skeletal defenders, and gillyShark at Bingo Night. They gotta back away because this is going to be Punisher potentially jumping. Okay, I was gonna say E-Keep's gotta get away. Lazy Hydra eats the jump. Good Dwarf Toss to actually bait the jump and not take the stun. They're gonna pull this Molten, or see the Arcane Punisher, my apologies, over towards the back of the fort really quickly. Looking at Molten Core, it's a 75-second cooldown. Was used during the objective phase to try and steal it away. Didn't work out. And gillyShark at Bingo Night, they're looking to forfeit this top lane fort. A structure on the side of gillyShark Bingo Night to fall first, at least on that side. We already had this bottom lane fort to be taken down from the earlier Punisher. Listening to comms and watching stream is difficult. I told him to take first pick. Oh, he didn't follow your thoughts on losing coin flip. I believe in you. I believe in you. You coach that team. You coach that team. Level 15 will be here soon for gillyShark at Bingo Night, but also for Boogans Forever. Now, with that slight scaling, do gillyShark at Bingo Night look for an invade onto a camp? No, they're just going to go ahead, grab their own, clear out some waves, and close that gap to 16. Ragnaros will go Resilient Flame. So when you're stunned, you gain 40 armor for 3 seconds. That's physical and spell. Nubarak, double stun, Tyrael, Judgment. I don't know if the polymorph triggers that. I actually don't know if it does. It's not a stun. I don't think it triggers it. I don't think Resilient Flame would trigger that. I think it's just the hard stuns that come through. Ragnaros still soaking up top for 16. Look at Nubarak's positioning. He's looking to go fishing, but he can't get the bait on the hook quick enough, and that'll be 16 for gillyShark at Bingo Night. Next Punisher, bottom lane. There should be enough time. I didn't look at the death timer of the Punisher, and it feels like it's getting really close to another announcement. I have a feeling Boogans can close that 16 talent tier gap, but at the same time, I'm a little worried that the Punisher announcement's about to pop up really soon, and they're not going to be able to close that gap, and they're going to get zoned out. We'll have to see. Rhaegar biting the sidewall here, trying to open things up. Hanzo with the Sonic Arrow, just to be able to get a little bit of vision. Wave to be pushed up. Look at Nubarak. He's in that really good flank position. Does get the stun onto a couple. Sonic Arrow. There's going to be the Sulfur Smash. Last rights onto the Rhaegar. Can't even get the Ancestor healing. Stark is trying to get out of here. Has the meatball down. Sulfurus empowered. Trying to get the heal. Polymorph comes through. I actually think that Resilient Flame did trigger off the polymorph. I thought I saw a little shield next to his name there for a second as the Nubarak and crew want to push up the mid lane. There's a little bit of spell shielding from the Brightwing, and mid lane towers will go down. Malthael to catch the bottom. And 16s are here for both sides. There's no trigger. I swear that I saw Ragnaros. I saw like the little shield thing pop up next to his name. And I don't think he was able to push catching fire. Well, I mean, I guess we could just check that out later. Anyways, keep an eye on Ragnaros as we get through this. It's just I don't trust Heroes the Storm on some of these things from time to time. Tooltips read one way and sometimes do things slightly different. So that's why I'm hesitant to be like, yes, the polymorph doesn't trigger it. We'll find out very soon. Anyways, Lazy Hydra gets the Dwarf Toss out. 10 Skeletal Defenders to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Cocoon onto the Rhaegar. He should be cleared out of that fairly easily. Ekeb is just sitting in the bush right next to Lazy Hydra, or right next to Thundercats, there's going to be the big dwarf toss in. Arrow from Hanzo, Saphir Smash as well. Resilient Flame being triggered right there onto the Ragnaros as he was hit up by the Impale. Gonna check that cooldown really quickly. 5 seconds on that one. Stark gonna back away, looking like he's gonna go for the Molten Core as they want to sneak the rest of these Skeletal Defenders. Meanwhile, in top lane, Fallen Shaman is getting quite a bit of value, but here comes the Judgment from Material onto the Rhaegar. Ancestor Healing was just used. Last Rites, Iron won't go down from it just yet, and the Malthael will be the one to go down. This Molten Core doesn't have much time left, not much. 35 to 35. This might be Skeletal Defenders jumping over to the side. Zeratul comes in with a cleave. There's a lot of damage. It's 38 to 39, and they actually steal it away on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Woo! Ragnaros goes up into the top lane to clear things out. I literally did not think gillyShark would get that, but the cleaves, I think, of Zeratul, that spinning cleave of Zeratul's might have just been enough AoE damage. And with 3 dead, this is looking like keep, but is this core? Is this core? You keep hearing your name. It's the Rhaegar right here. Honest to God, every time I say it, I think of you, so, you know, you're not alone in the matter. Code. Code and bingo, Ektar. Code and bingo. Bottom lane has a wave coming in. Next Punisher hasn't been announced yet. So I think we're like 18 minutes or so into the game. I think a little less than 18 minutes is our next Punisher. I think. I'm pretty sure on that timer. Another camp for top lane. Ragnar still soaking up around the map for the allied team. Impaler camp for mid. Zeratul and crew to grab more pressure in the bottom. Lazy Hydra anchoring just in lane. Right now, it's I guess it's just turtle time from the side of Boogans Forever, as the enemy is going to have 16 talent here over them. Next Punisher, Arcane mid lane. 20 talent here for the time being. We do have the so we have the Bullseye. We have the, what's the upgrade? Is it the Shadow Strike? We have the Farseer's Blessing, Rewind for Murden, Heroic Difficulty for the Ragnaros. Mid lane fort goes down. I expect a top lane fort to fall as well. Camp not up for 40 seconds, and that can be the only reason they're going up to this top lane, as there's really not any camps to grab on the map right now. There's no... I mean, since there's no camps, can you end the game now? Just yelling in Japanese, and then a large arrow happens. Oh yeah, that was one of the bingo squares, wasn't it? Bottom lane has a massive wave pushed in, and I think Brightwind's just kind of slowly letting this come in, so it's easier to clear in a safe spot. Murda misses the Stormbolt here in mid lane, pops the Rewind. Lazy Hydra will be able to jump away. Little armor on Murden for that couple seconds after the Dwarf Toss. What do we have on the opposing side? No one can stop death. That's a 180-second cooldown. Oh god, the upgraded judgment. Chat, look at this, look at this. This is the range of Tyrael's judgment, okay? Okay? This is player vision. This is player zoom vision. Basically, if Tyrael can see you on his screen, he can get you. I just want to note that really quickly for anyone. Brightwing Invisible Friends, Rewind to Nubarak, Commandeer Odin, pretty standard heroics across, or 20s across the board. Next Shrine gonna be in the mid position, as I mentioned, about 18 minutes. Look at that. Look at that caster timing. Zeratul in the bush, scouts out the Nubarak. He's gonna just walk right in the bush right next to him, and Zeratul blinks away. This could be the game-ending push for either team, realistically. Death timers are long. Potential for taking a keep. We already have Commandeer Odin triggered before the objective phase. That's a little too early from camp, as we have a top lane wave to be cleared out. The Fallen Shaman wants to be dealt, or needs to be dealt with. Nubarak scouted out by the Hanzo Sonic Arrow and Heroic Difficulty. Doesn't that increase the duration as well? Oh, health and damage. Wouldn't that be... Yeah. Because isn't the health the duration? I guess not, because the one bar is bigger than the other. I don't know, honestly. I do not know for sure on that one. Bottom lane. Bottom lane, bottom lane, bottom lane. Anyways, Hanzo rips an arrow. It's gonna go through the enemy. Field goal! Murden comes in with the Stormbolt. There's going to be the 40 armor Self-Fear smash onto the Anubrek, and Sister Healing goes out onto Stark. The splash, though, will spread to Lazy Hydra. That was intended for Lazy Hydra as the Zeratul goes down to the Malthael, lacerates, taking him down. The Arcane Punisher to the side of Boogans Forever. As the core shielding got scratched in bottom, not enough to take it down. Is this enough to end for Boogans Forever in map 1? I don't think so. I looked at Twitch chat for a second, and then I looked back, and I just see an Arcane Punisher annihilating a Rhaegar. So that's going to be that. Does Stark have his not for another 9 seconds, so he can't use that to defend here. Tyrael Judgment's in onto the Hanzo. Nubrek follows up with the Burrow Charge. That's Chest Leader getting very low here. The core starting to take no damage. Actually, now starts to take damage because the keep just fallen. Lazy Hydra getting low. Does he have Avatar? Not for 3 seconds. He can't even Dwarf Toss into the core. Stark will go down. The core is going to fall. What looked like a promising end for gillyShark at Bingo Night was an absolute horrific moment. They fall, and it's Boogans Forever in map number 1. GG, well played. Map 1 in this best of 3 to Boogans. Someone got the Treasure Goblin. What a moment. It seemed like gillyShark at Bingo Night had that, but that final Punisher, I was telling you, man, that final Punisher push. Too good. Play Zeratul as possible. That one probably got completed, yeah. Points! Points! Hey, points! All right, let's make sure the stream is caught up and I'm not spoiling things. So let's give a minute on this one. Okay. Boogans with the clutch closeout. I would agree, bum or not. I would agree. That was a pretty good closeout from Boogans. They turned things around right at the end. I mean, I won't say that gillyShark at Bingo Night were like driving the game, but they definitely, like, gillyShark at Bingo Night had gotten to a really good place in the game, and that final team fight, man, that just did it. I think it's Lazy Hydra, I think, right? Who gave the readies last time? Was it Tom? Yeah, it was Tom. They want first pick. What, Matt? From 5K to 28K. From 735 to 4,210. Nice, nice, nice. Is it supposed to be heroic ability? Or is it, let's see. If your hero has a catchphrase, you must say it every time your hero does. Yeah, then yeah. Then yeah. But I think if one person's doing it, I think that just counts then. I think that just counts. Alright, we're waiting for the map. Let's go ahead and show the talents if you want to see them. Okay, back to Bandit Knife. A good series so far. The members of Boogans go up. I have a lobby. Let's get going into map number 2. Okay. Just keeping notes in the matches, that's all. Let's see. Caster R when team's ready. Spooky Whir. I have to wait till I get put onto the caster side of things. Pet the odd players. All right. Things look good to me. That's all set. All right. It could be a 2-0, or we could go to a map 3. We're gonna find out here in just a second when these teams ready up. As a reminder, thank you everyone for being here. If you have stumbled into the stream, if you're new here, I hope you at least give a follow. If you're enjoying the stream and you'd like to support further, it's always very much appreciated. I do a lot of casting commentary and content around Heroes of the Storm, so it's always much appreciated if you would like to support the stream further. But thank you for being here. Bandit appreciates it too. I know, but it's a long day. I know. It's a long day of streaming, little bud. Don't worry, we're almost done. I know. You want to go around the block and you want to eat food. I do too, bud. Oh, did something happen to the lobby? Everyone left the lobby. That's okay. And now people are rejoining the lobby. Okay. I guess so. Oh, it looks like it was accidental. Okay, it was accidental. Alrighty. So who are they? Are they swapping players around? We got our bingo. We don't know what to do now. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh. Don't you just love it when you stretch your back and it sounds like a bag of popcorn? Oh man, that's healthy. Planning to hit at least 2 Stormbolts this game. Damn, Lazy Hydra. Flaming himself that hard, eh? Boogans forever waiting room. What do you mean? We literally just got out of the game. We've been out of the game for like 3 minutes. What do you mean? What do you mean? Time to become unhinged. Cho'Gall, 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 Cho'Gall. All right, we're just waiting for the players to ready up. Oh, there it is. There it is. We're just we need one more ready, and we'll get going into the game. Broadcast and GS casting. Was Shark shouting die insect? No, it was Chess. Chess was doing he was doing Hanzo's. Because I only think one of them had to do it. I think only one person had to do it, so easy enough. GG, done. Apparently they got bingo, and we are just waiting for our readies from one of the team, and we're gonna get going. I'm super excited about this. I kind of want I mean, this is just me. I love a long series, so I kind of want gillyShark at Bingo Night to take this map, so we can go to a map 3. But at the same time, I think Boogans forever, the way that they played in map 1, even though Boogans seemed like they were a bit behind in some of the late game moments, Boogans really kept their composure and brought it back. So I think Boogans can do it in 2-0, but it's gillyShark at Bingo Night, and they've got bingo, so they can actually draft whatever they want. There's no limitations. All right, we got the ready out from both teams, so we're going to get going into map number 2 here in just a second. I'm going to hover the draft button. Spooky. All right, hover the draft button, and let's go ahead and get into map number 2. We're going to...
Towers of Doom.
But he does say that with his heroic choice. Right. I understand that, Ektar. But only one person had to do it. So Chess just did his. I don't understand. Like, where we're going with this conversation. I feel like I answered the question, and we're still talking about it. I don't understand. What's going on? What I do know is we're going to Towers of Doom map number 2 here in our best of 3 series on NGS in the Nexus division. And this is going to be gillyShark at Bingo Night on the left, and the members of Boogans Forever on the right. I don't think more than one person has to say it. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I'm done. Kids these days, man. Kids these days. Alright, Blaze, first ban. We will see first pick priority chosen by the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, as they have opted into, well, that for map number 2. So it's going to be Towers of Doom chosen by Boogans Forever. Alright, so I have the prediction all set up. I'll get that going once we actually get into the loading screen. So until then, let's hang out and let's talk about Taco Bell, everybody. What's your favorite menu item? That's what I'm thinking about. During CCL, when I asked Justin, oh, what are your thoughts on the bans? I'm sitting there like, ooh, after stream, I should get a pizza, and I'll get some breadstuff. Alright, Blaze ban, Hogger ban. Okay, so the assumption is that's a target ban onto someone on the side of Boogans Forever. That's my assumption, at least, in the matter. Let's get a little bit of neat casting going. Another ban coming out from Boogans. What are they going to look at here? Okay. I think these are the exact same bans from map 1. Not the same picks, though. Tom won't be blazing the Sharks tonight, but he might be Yoshiing them. Dahaka first pick up against the Anduin. Okay. It's Towers of Doom. I mean, Dahaka's fantastic for the double soak rotation priority. A Nubarak once again for the members of Boogans Forever, so can't really be upset about that. Anduin and what else? What do you want to get with this Anduin? Do we see a Joanna for the Falling Sword Light Bomb? And then they could look at some sort of burst, or even like a Tychus. Like a Tychus and Joanna would be really good here. Valo Urel. This is a Cho'Gall setup. If they don't ban Cho or Gall, then I think this is a Cho'Gall setup. I'm like 60% sure this is a Cho'Gall setup. The reason being is literally Justin and I, like, we've talked about this. Like, this right here, the draft for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, they got their healer. They got their range DPS. They've got control and really good solo and DPS from Urel. I think this is Cho'Gall. Not so much that I think, I want it to be Cho'Gall. I want it and I need it to be Cho'Gall. Is this gonna be a Tychus ban? Are we gonna see a Tychus here? Tychus, Greyman's already been banned out. Tychus was strong in the last game as well. Maybe it's not a Cho'Gall. My Cho'Gall thoughts are dropping drastically.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Okay. Stukov is really, really good in the just control area factor. You have empowered pushes with Sylvanas. I don't think they're going to Cho'Gall. Should ban both Cho and Gall to be safe. I mean, that is the respectable thing to do, Nakura. How you doing today, bud? Boo! I mean, there's the Joe on a falling sword. Genji comes in with Light Bomb as well, but it's not Cho'Gall, and I am disappointed. If gillyShark at Bingo Night loses and they're watching this back, that's the reason they lost. Totally. Not because I'm a sour, salty boy. It's because they didn't choose Cho'Gall. Last pick. Last pick. For Boogans Forever. What are they going to do here? I need damage.
Guide my path.
I kind of like this for Boogans. I kind of like their draft quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging the Boogans draft a bit. Kerosene, cleansing dashes. It could be a palm game. With all the dive and burst ability of gillyShark at Bingo Night, I think this could be a palm game. I am going to start our Twitch prediction. Which team wins map number 2? By the time you are hearing this, you will have a minute 30 seconds to get your gambles in. Be sure to get your gambles in. Do not be cowardice. Do not fret. Do not fear. Channel points are merely an illusion of the internet. Spam, spread the channel points around. Be sure to get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. No coward betting from all of you. Oh God, I broke my Twitch channel.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Oh God, I hit the button on the chrome that makes it do the thing. Anyways, gillyShark Bingo Night will be on the left-hand side. Genji, played by Ikib, Lazy Hydra on the Urel, Iron on the Joanna, Stark on the Vala, and Kaimo on the Anduin. Ooh, do we get some Kaimo cleanses? Any maidens? On the right-hand side, we have Battlefield of Eternity is what my brain went to. We have Boogans Forever, who are looking to close things out in a 2-0 here on Towers of Doom. Thunder on the Stukov. We've got Kala on the Anubarak, non-champion to be playing that Karazim. Camp on the Sylvanas. And last but not least, we have got the the Dahaka, my apologies, to be played by that good boy Tom. Glad to catch some of the NGS stream. Hey, I know it doesn't look like it, but we've been streaming for like 7 hours. Yeah. We've been streaming for over 7 hours. I had to restart stream to add a delay, but it's been a fantastically fun day of Here's the Storm casting. Hey, what happened to these massive, insane bets for gillyShark at Bingo Night, you cowards? That's it? It went from like an 80,000 bet for gillyShark to like a 7,000 bet. But Boogan believers are in for it still. Is this a live game? The stream does say it's live. Good morning, day. How you doing, cutie? Thanks for coming by the stream. I hope you and Trinity are doing well. I saw the message, Day. And all I have to say is, I swear to God, if Trinity didn't get those carrots, I will be upset with you. You'll get a very stern message from me in Discord if Trinity did not get those carrots. Anyways, back into actually casting Here's the Storm. Totally not distracted today whatsoever by any means. We have 3 apiece in levels. Invade onto the camp. Joanna hesitated a little too long and doesn't step on the point. Now, I am curious. I feel like Joanna had Iron Skin and could have just walked on that. Is this a live game? I don't know. What does the stream title say? Read that stream title back to me. What does it say? Hey, Ninja, thanks for the unlurk. Thanks for the lurk, period, in general. Much appreciated, bud. Oh, my back. My slip disc is acting up today. I really need to stretch it out. I can, like, feel it, like, bulging. It's very uncomfortable to sit. Anyways, we do have our sappers just kind of walking in over here through the bottom lane. gillyShark at Bingo Night. They're going to be able to clear that out. I believe both side sappers were cleared out as we look in the bottom lane and take stock of the health on the 2 front gates. There's really no damage dealt. Urel is going to meander her way back into top lane. Stukov to catch the mid lane soak. And Vala will pick up her first stack on Creed of the Hunter. Stark doing a good job of building those up. First stack done, sub 3 minutes. Not too bad. If that's the case, by 15 minutes, we should see a decent amount of stacks for Stark. We'll see if he's able to keep that pressure onto the enemy as the game does scale up. We also will be seeing the Death Dealer at level 4. Big condemn from the Joanna. Stark continuing to auto around, gets the vault away, trying to back away. Lurking arm from Stukov. Genji coming in, looking for a potential flank onto the enemy. No, this is just a hard rotation in from Genji. Maybe he goes onto Anubarak. That's a lot of damage onto Anubarak. The channel on the left and the right will be traded between the Urel and Dahaka. Anubarak does go down. Tom gets the drag. That's a leap of faith. No Kaimo cleanse just yet. Camp gonna get the channel, but interrupted by Stark, who might get punished for this. Lurking arm, almost a heal from Kaimo, as we have Ikib coming in with a big old swift strike. Urel actually leaving bottom, knowing this fight is over, and it looks like Iron on the Joanna will fall as well. Iron Skin for Iron, not enough. Is it too late for me to bet on a decisive gillyShark win? I don't know, chat. You tell me. Why are you like this? You just finished session 0 of D&D, drank a lot of wine. Oh, I hope you had fun, bud. I remember the first time I hosted a D&D session when I moved here with like new friends and everything. I got obliterated. A lot of us did. We all like... there was one person who was like the DD of the night and just kind of took everyone home, but a lot of us got wrecked on that first night. It was a good time, because it was fun, because we all, you know, got to hang out, be nerds, be ourselves. Nubrak burrow charging out of this camp, not going to be able to invade. Big condemn from Joanna, and that sets up the kill. Nubrak will fall. I take it back? Do you? Do you take it back right now? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Vala has died 1 time, so she's down to 20% on the bonus attack speed. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what this look like as the game is progressing, and we see some changes. Now, you did hear that laugh. I always like to bring this up because crowd control in Season 1 of CCL forgot this happens, but when the boss laughs, that means he spawns. Also, most, if not all bosses, if I'm not mistaken, spawn at 5 minutes into the game. Cursed Hollow, Alterac Pass, Towers of Doom, Volskaya Foundry as well. Not Volskaya Foundry, sorry, Warhead Junction. The other map I don't like. Wait, Chess Leader, how are you typing in chat? Aren't you playing in the game? Just kidding. I know there was a swap. There was a Chess Looter for Kaimo swap here. Iron would be moved off of Rhaegar into the tank position. Stark continuing to play Assassin. Mostly, I think Stark's role is kind of flex Assassin, it seems like. Actually, Ekeeb and Stark are kind of flex Assassins here. Because Stark and Ekeeb played melee Assassins, Zeratul, Ragnaros, and now they're playing both ranged Assassins. So, interesting. Just interesting. Anyways, that is going to be 10 talent tier first to the side of Boogans Forever. It is a 7-sided strike Karazim. I was wondering with the Stukov if they wouldn't go 7-sided just to have the Divine Palm for the extra safety up against the dive of the Genji in the backline, Falling Sword, Light Bomb, Yrel. I was wondering if they would go Palm for safety, but I like this aggression coming out from Boogans as they continue to assail bottom lane and push in this wave. 10 talent here, still not here for the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. We do have we don't have the Subdue at level 4 for Joanna. She actually would have finished it right there, but she does have the Sins Exposed for that 35% healing reduction for 3 seconds. Meanwhile, Nubrak getting scouted out in the bush, Genji with a couple shurikens. 6 stacks away from Shuriken Mastery finishing out, which is really, really good. Iron getting caught out here. That's a Light Bomb with the Genji Dragon Blade going into the backline. That's a lot of damage onto the Stukov. He gets a massive shove onto Genji. He's split from the team. Dahaka burrowing into the backline. Yrel comes in with a Righteous Hammer. That is going to be the Vala falling once again, so she'll be down to 15% on her Gambit out of 20. Sylvanas on the right side of your screen will be going down. Ekeeb trying to get the agility away. Will he have a... oh no, I thought he might have a Swift Strike, but no, the Cyber Agility was not enough. 1 for 2. And that is still leading for Boogans Forever. Double Temple Phase, double Altar Phase coming up here. I was like, it should be seconds away at this point. So we'll see when that pops up. You know what I don't know for certain is the downtime between when the last altar is channeled and when the next altars are announced. So we should keep an in-game timer on that one, in-game eye timer on that one. Sorry, I'm just like skimming through chat really quickly. Playing Yawning Portal. I personally love Monster of the Week. That's my go-to when it comes to tabletop stuff. D&D is great, you know. All of that is good. It's just Monster of the Week is just simple. It's simple and easy. D&D is just a many-layered onion. A deliciously layered onion, but sometimes can be a little difficult to navigate how many little things there are. Anyways, that was a weird tangent. 6 stacks for the Anduin at level 4 on the Piercing Light. He's got that 6% spell power as well. That affects his healing as well as his magical damage output. Brushstock in from the Dahaka. That's a Blessed Shield right into the face of the enemy team, but that's a Vala who's just caught in the middle of it. 7-sided strike gets the last hit onto the Joanna. It's a double kill for Boogans, who are just absolutely shutting down gillyShark at Bingo Night. Even though Bingo's achieved, the prize is looking good for Boogans Forever. You did talk about Monster Week with your friends. They sounded interested. Dude, all I'm saying is if they ever want to give it a shot, it's really easy to set up. And it's like, you can, if you put in 5 hours, you can create characters depending on the size of the party in roughly 1 hour, and then you still have like a solid like 4 hours of playtime. So you can do like an hour 45 break and then an hour 45 sort of playtime. Anyways, fight breaks out, a new Brett goes down, Vala gets 150 something stacks, so that's 3 overall on that percent increase. Thundercat's trying to back away. Great condemn from the Joanna. Light Bomb, Blessed Shield. It's not gonna work well into Tom, who does pop the Essence. And now, double Temple Phase popping up here in 6 seconds. Joanna wants more. Joanna wants blood! And won't get it. Channels should happen from gillyShark at Bingo Night. They should deal 6 damage, but look at Dahaki. Brush Talks in. Lazy Hydra has to Righteous Hammer away. Lazy Hydra, Ardent Defender just got used. I was actually like, wow, that's 119 seconds. What the hell? Anyways, 3 shots into the core. Joanna gets the other ones. All right, let's look at the in-game timer after Joanna finishes the channel. So that is 10, let's call it 10:30. Let's call it 10:30 in-game time. So I think it's like a minute 30 from, I think it's like a minute to announcement, and then a minute 30 to contestation. I think. Let's keep an eye on that one. It'll be around 10:30ish. They sounded interested? Good. By the way, it's the Powered by the Apocalypse model, so if they're not interested in like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they also have like a superhero version from my understanding. There's a couple different versions of Powered by the Apocalypse. I think there's a Western version as well. I think you can have like a Western like themed Powered by the Apocalypse thingy, which is great because it's just 2d6. You don't need a multitude of dice. Woo, that Wailing Arrow could have been bad, but it's not that bad. Kaimo gets a fantastic Leap of Faith. You know what? As much as I flame Kaimo for the Kaimo cleanses, he's really doing fantastic in this job. A Nubrak with the Burrow Charge, unfortunately, will land onto the Joanna. 2 Sappers go over the wall. Now, if my... Okay, so it's a minute 30. It's a minute 30 to the announcement, 2 minutes to contestation. We'll see in 15 seconds if I'm right or wrong. I was wrong on my initial call of 1 minute and then 1 minute 30. Is it like a minute 45? It feels really short. Anyways, Kaimo chips in, getting low, Light Bomb onto the Genji. Oh my god! Jotaro! It's actually quite amazing right there. That was really, really good. Genji not gonna find a kill, but he still puts pressure, forcing back the enemy. I will say this though, Sappers. Lazy Hydra needs to come in with the Righteous Hammer. Unfortunately, they can't because of the drag from Dahaka. 1 Sapper left to be cleared, doesn't get over the wall. So 21 to 26, still a very close game between these two teams. Though I will say this, we're looking at potentially 10 damage versus just 3. Oh, Shield Glare! Shield Glare! Oh no, the Stukov! The Stukov weighted pustule was enough to slow down the Joanna, and she's not able to get in range of the Shield Glare. 10 damage into gillyShark at Bingo Night, 3 damage into the side of Boogans Forever. Boogans are cruise control, in a sense, to this victory in this best of 3 series, but gillyShark at Bingo Night, they can't, they don't want to let that happen. Can't is not the correct word, because some things are sometimes out of your control in a team-based game. Though I will say this, that rotation seemed really apparent to me. And so I think the members of Boogans Forever recognize that this is a boss call, take it off the map, and so they, Boogans Forever, will be the ones to take down this bottom lane fort. Boss for bottom lane fort, at this point, if you're gillyShark at Bingo Night, I think you're okay with this trade. It's apparently 1 minute 50 between altars. Really? That's kind of a weird timer. It's hard to really, I guess you could just do 2 minutes from when it gets channeled, then -10. Anyways, Rain of Vengeance, Cocoon onto the Vala, Tom still goes down, 7-sided strike, Lurking Arm from Stukov, Blessed Shield from the Joanna, Ekeeb gets away on the left-hand side, Punchy's out from the Karazim, who is gonna get stunned by the Rain of Vengeance. Many different dice is a selling point because we have so many cool looking dice. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That did say it sounded a little judgy when I sent it. Said it. I too have spent dumb amounts of money on dice. I have, funny enough, the first dice set I ever bought is the dice set that I always use for everything. It's like a purple and black mixture dice. I don't know what it is. I bought it at like Time Travelers in Metro Detroit. And I just, to this day, like, it's just the dice that I use for everything. Granted, though, you can get some really cool, like, D6s and stuff, so, anyways. Alright, well, let's take stock of the map. Altar Phase just went over to the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night. That should be up around 16 minute 30-ish or so. Bless Shield, Condemn, Rain of Vengeance, Light Bomb, Dragon Blade. Stukov goes down. Anubrak gets the short distance burrow, not over the wall. Forced to use Cocoon to back away. Joanna stepping in, looking to clear out the Cocoon. A really nice wombo burst onto the Stukov. 3 minutes for the boss. Keep in mind, so if you're looking at boss timer, that'll be 18 minutes into the game. The in-game timer will be right around 18 minutes, and that should be when the boss is roughly up. Sapper, 1, 2, 3 through the bottom. And Fort to fall. Top lane, Lazy Hydra. Ouch! 7-sided strike, drag to keep Yrel in place. No Ardent Defender available. Might have been on a 10-second cooldown. Not 100% sure on that timer on that one. Actually, hold on. No, it wasn't on 10 seconds. I just looked back at the stream. I will say this. Having a delay on stream, that is the one benefit, because I can look back at some things and be like, oh, wait, what was the timer on that? There is one benefit, in my opinion, for delayed streams, and also competitive integrity, of course. Sylvanas, camp, gonna get the Hunting Wave, able to disengage. Okay. Sylvanas did go well to Forsaken. No Windrunner, so no double wave. 20s are here for our red team first. gillyShark at Bingo Night. Yrel, not Yrel, dear lord. Joanna, able to, oh no! Oh no! Oh no, it's falling apart! I mean, I feel like at this point this is appropriate. That might have been in bad taste, but boy, that was a rough moment. The 7-sided, the lurking arm. Oh man, Joanna stepped out to poke a little bit and it absolutely backfires. 10 shots into the core of gillyShark at Bingo Night. Oh man, I'm looking back at that and that is just ouchies. I thought gillyShark at Bingo Night were starting to rally here. 1 minute roughly on the boss, so around 17 or around 18-20-ish. Mid lane fort goes down. Are we starting the barrage? Nah, we're feeding in 3 sappers and looking for a GG after this, aren't you? That was big. That was huge. That was huge. Nice Iron Skin to eat the Cocoon from Anubrak. We have the sappers being attempted to be pushed in through bottom. Anubrak, that's 1 sapper over the wall. Down to 5 HP from gillyShark at Bingo Night. We do have Joanna going down in this defense. Isolation with the contagion spreading to 2. Genji gets the light bomb, but he's still backing away even with the Dragon Blade, and he had the level 20. The dragon becomes me. Yrel pops the Ardent Defender, if I'm not mistaken. No, she already popped it. That was the Seraphim at the end of it. That's unfortunate. Joanna dead for 40. Boss is up. It's not to game end. Oh, man, the barrage. Oh, this is rough. Joanna can use the center point to get in, the teleport to get in here, but you can already see Anubrak. Oh, okay, I thought he was actually gonna anchor around that, actually.
Your team has destroyed a fort.
I like a couple kills in quick succession for gillyShark is what they need, and I feel like we can see this on the map. All Boogans needs is 1 person to channel. 7-sided strike from the Kerosene buys a little bit of time to Haka Tom. He's 50% through the channel right now. Genji, can he get in here? He gets the Swift Strike just in time. Genji does get the Swift Strike, but he should fall for this. Joanna's back. She'll use the center teleport. Vala is uncocooned, and Vala accepts her fate, getting punched in the face. Ladies and gentlemen, Boogans forever will take map number 2 in this best of 3. GG, well played. Bison! Run! Ryu! I always mess up spelling interview really quickly. I demand a loser's interview? No, I don't do those. I don't do loser interviews. Hey, what do you think went wrong in your game? How does it feel to lose? Well, I'm depressed, and I could have done better, and I don't want to be in this interview. Alrighty, at this time, we're going to be joined by Tom, the captain, if I'm not mistaken, of Boogans Forever. Congratulations on your victory. Of course, first things I got to ask you, how you feeling?
Definitely pretty good, man. It was some fun games, some interesting stuff there. It was a really close game. One could have gone either way. So
that was immediately what I was going to ask you is I don't want to focus on like the negatives. What I want to focus on is the positive of your team, and what I want to ask you is, how do you rally in moments like that? You weren't winning every fight, you also weren't losing every fight. It was pretty back and forth in map 1, but there was like this moment around 16ish where gillyShark and Bingo Knight really started to pressure you, and it was kind of your backs against the wall a little bit. Brightwing was pushing up bottom, you all were splitting. What would you say is the critical moment in map 1 that really kind of shifted the gear for your team? Was it that final Punisher? Was it Zeratul going down to the Malthael? Can you talk about that kind of last engagement around that final shrine on map 1?
yeah, I honestly think the big thing that won us that entire fight there was just us holding the camp, and then we held it. We put it out right when the shrine was spawning, and then as soon as we saw them all go onto the camp, we just started burning the shrine as fast as we could, because that was kind of like what was tough for us. Was they had the rag trait and all. They had some really good shrine clears, so they were stealing a lot of the minions from us. So being able to get ahead there kind of forced them to have to make a move, and then they made it, and luckily we came out on top on that one. So that was kind of what we felt like. We were kind of either showing up late or just a little bit off on the earlier shrines.
Okay.
But that one we were able to control from the beginning, so it's good.
And then going into map number 2, gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they didn't hide the fact that they had bingoed already. Was the team... What was the team kind of mentals going into that draft after they admitted to you? Did you feel like it was a ploy? Did you believe them? What were you prepping for in that draft?
Well, we know these guys well. They're some of our really good friends, so what we do know is that you just never know.
Oh, okay. Honestly, that's the best way to put it.
yeah. So we didn't really, we were just going to stick with the bands that we were doing, and, you know, we had an idea on what we wanted to try to do, and, yeah, I mean, they're fun games. Like, that game, it may not have looked as close as, you know, the earlier game, but it's towers. Like, that can go either way, and, you know, there's some team fights that they started turning it around, but, yeah.
I gotta ask, what was the pop-off like in that bottom lane engagement where, on Towers of Doom, the tides had shifted? Bottom lane, Joanna kind of rounds around to your camp, they're controlling the bottom lane bell tower, and there's just this huge moment. Big lurking arm from Stukov, huge 7-sided, I think it was the 11-sided strike at that point. I think a Nubarek dove in as well. What were comms like in that moment where you get a triple kill and the momentum drastically shifts from a team that was starting to crawl back on Towers of Doom against you?
Yeah. I'm assuming you're referring to this one that was like kind of at the end of the game there.
Yeah, that 3-person kill, Joanna, yeah.
I was digging down bottom as Dahaka and distracting the Vala, so I honestly didn't see what happened, but I heard was them just saying massive, and it was disgusting, and yeah. So I knew something good happened, and I'd like to watch the VOD on it, but it sounded like it was a really good play.
Yeah, I saw you kind of dealing with Stark. He was trying to steal away that altar so the game would progress, but really, really well played from the side of Boogans Forever. Great plays from gillyShark at Bingo Knight, but you all will come out on top of this best of 3 series in the early season of NGS Season 14. Before you skedaddle out of here and enjoy your victory and prepare for next week, any shouts that you'd like to give, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, for sure. And gillyShark, I mean, we love those guys. They're a ton of fun to play with, and we play together a lot outside of our team stuff, so shout out to those guys, and I'm sure we'll be seeing them again for some more close games. and then team, and then you for picking up our cast. We always love when you pick it up, so it's much
Thank you.
appreciated, my friend.
My pleasure. I'm going to try and do as many live games as I possibly can this season, but thank you for joining me. Congratulations on your victory, and I'll see you further down in Season 14 of NGS.